Hey guys, I got a new video up today. While I'm waiting on the airbag parts to arrive to fix the airbag system with, there's a mod I've been wanting to try on the inside of the Jeep, and that's what we're going to be doing in there today. We're going to be working on the inside of the Jeep. And I just wanted to take time to say thank you for continuing to come to this channel week after week and support it, hitting that like button and people subscribing. It means a lot. And after we get done with this build, I'll try to have something else to work on to continue our YouTube journey together. So let's get to it. Guys, today we're going to be changing the dash lights on the instrument cluster, and I have got some lights off of Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. You can get all different colors. I've got green because I'm wanting them kind of to match my odometer down here, and I think they're going to be a greener green than that, but that'll be all right. And plus my theme is going to be commando green, which they will not be that color. But anyway, if I don't like them for the color, they got other colors, I can change them out. I can put the white ones back in there. But anyway, I know that the original owners has removed some of the lights out of the instrument cluster, which is why I'm doing this. I know they do not have the airbag light in there anymore. I'm going to put the airbag light in, and it's going to be on because this airbag is not connected. That airbag over there is missing. I have a new dash panel for that. It's not the correct color. I will have to paint it. I will show a video of how I prep to change the color and paint dash panels. And I have an airbag for that side over there that I have to connect. They have cut the harness. They cut the plug off the harness over there, and I will have to figure out how I'm going to connect the new airbag. And hopefully when I go back and reconnect the battery cable after I do all that, none of them will blow. And I believe on these model Jeeps that the airbag light will remain on after I have the airbags installed, until I go have my friend who owns a car lot to clear the crash code on the airbag, and then possibly the airbag light will go out. I don't think I have to send the airbag module in to have it reset. I think once you clear the codes, I think it is self-resetting. So anyway, I'm going to try something different on the video today. I'm going to put the camera on a head mount, so maybe you can see more of what I'm seeing. And let's get this dash took apart. While I have it out, I'm going to clean behind this glass lens here. When I had the roll bar out, I had to leave it without the top on it for quite a while. My neighbor mowing the yard got dust and stuff up in there behind the glass lens, which is not a big deal. I mean, it's going to happen again at some point in time. So there's a decorative bezel piece that comes off. From everything I have read, when I get ready to change this, put the airbag in over here, the whole dash has to come out. And just in case it does have to come out, I ordered a heater core. I have noticed over time that I have a little bit of antifreeze. It don't do it all the time, but just a few drops of antifreeze down under my floor mat. And if I have to take the whole dash out, the heater core is getting changed while I'm in there. So anyway, let's see if this cluster come out. And just pull straight out. Right there's ABS light. They've got it pulled out. They've also got the airbag light out. But there are several lights in here. They got the cruise, which I don't have cruise on this one, but they have the low washer light out, and I do have washer. So anyway, I'm going to try to fill up some of these holes, and we'll see. I'll put the new bulbs in and we'll plug it back in. We'll see what kind of lights we got on, but I know for a fact that I'm going to put the airbag light in, because I want the airbag light to come on, because ultimately, hopefully, I can get all the airbag stuff working right, and that way when the airbag light does come on, I know I've got a problem. So anyway, let's get the new lights in this and we'll get started. Just a quick note on these Jeep TJs, most of these plugs are black, but you'll see 5, I've already changed one, that's brown. And so there's one here, there was one here, I changed it, one here, and then one here. Those are your illuminations, which will be for your speedometer, your RPM, your voltage, your temperature, all of those. That's what those will be for. So anyway, I'm going to get those changed now, and I'm going to add some. This pack comes with like 10, and it was like $10, something like that. I want to put some in my low washer and all those. It's not that they've removed them from for some reason. So anyway, and I've got one in my my airbag, and I'm going to leave that going, and it'll just be a reminder of what I've got to do later as far as replacing these airbags and getting the codes cleared and everything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these changed to the way I want them, and then I will come back and I will show you the finished product. All right guys, these things are polarity sensitive, meaning the ground and the positive has to be the correct orientation. So with the riding up on the socket, this is what twists down into the instrument cluster. This thing right here, I know you ain't gonna be able to see it, but it has a plus on one side. So with the riding right side up, the plus side has to go down, and that will give you the correct polarity for when you plug it in. So I'm going to show you what one of them looks like. I use needle nose pliers and just stick it down in there, and it just twists relatively easy. Locks in like that right there. And this is going to be the check gauges, or maybe it's check engine, I'm not sure. The illumination that I'm wanting is like the nighttime when you cut your headlights on. And so this right here, this one's going to be bright. It's going to show you the color that we're getting. Alright, can you see the green right there? I'll cut it back on. That's the color my illumination is going to be on my speedometer and my RPM and my oil and voltage, all that stuff. So it won't be as bright as that, because a check engine light is meant to come on and get your attention. So it'll be I'm gonna like the color, I believe. So let me get all right, I'm gonna dust this out. All right, that's as clean as that's going to get. It looks pretty good. I've run across a problem. My temperature gauge right here, it don't illuminate at all. So I haven't really noticed it before. The green just looks so good that you notice the one over here when it's not on. So I got to troubleshoot and see if I can figure out how to get this thing lighting up, because all it's got is 2 contact points, and if it's making contact, it should work, and it's making contact. I've tried multiple bulbs in it. The one thing I haven't tried is putting a factory bulb back in it, and that's going to be my next step. And I may end up seeing about removing this back housing and seeing if there's anything wrong in there. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to go out here and check it out. Okay guys, I've had a little problem. This is my temperature gauge, and it will not light up. So I'm going to attempt to do something. I took the back cover off. I've sanded these contacts, went back out to the Jeep, put it back in with a bulb in it, and it did not light up. So now I'm going to try to bridge the connection. I'm going to try to source my power from this socket and power this socket also. And I'm just going to do just a little wire. These LED bulbs don't take hardly anything to power. So I know for a fact that this bottom one, going by the polarity given to me on this LED bulb, should be the positive. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try to bridge the positive to the positive. If that don't work, then I will try to bridge the negative to the negative. Only half of this connection should be joined, and I only want one wire doing this. I don't want to have two wires, and if I have to have two wires, I'll do that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to bridge these two together, put me some bulbs in there, and go see if this bottom socket will light up. Okay, so I put a jumper wire from this positive down here to this positive on this bulb right here, because this bulb didn't have power. Let's take it out there and let's put it in and see if that gives this bulb power. And but before I do, I'm going to put this back plate back on. I have no reason to think that it won't work, because it's just this socket down here it just wasn't getting power. The only reason it might not would work if it's not the positive side down here that's lost connection. If it's the ground, I'll just have to come back and swap this wire around on this socket and swap it around this socket, and that should work. If that don't work, then I'm at a loss. I'll have to do it without that bulb right there working. Let me get this back plate back on, and then I'll come back when I have it in the Jeep. Okay guys, I've pulled into the garage where it's a little darker than it is outside. I'm going to plug this thing into the ports, the connections. That's it. I'm just going to cut the headlights on. Let's see if this thing lights up. Yes, they do. Every socket has now got power and is working correctly. This one up here is not bright like it should be. I'm not sure if that one's on or if it's just working off the bottom one. I'm going to look at it again, and I'm going to take it back out and check that bulb right here to make sure it's working right. That's the one I'm drawing power off of to feed this one. Either this one's not working or it's just a little bit dimmer than the rest of them. The rest of them look pretty good, but it may not be making a good connection. So I'm going to check that out, and the next time you see me, I'll have the whole dash installed. Okay guys, just a quick update. The bulb was not on. It had a bad connection from where I had soldered it. It made it a little bit of a tight fit. I adjusted the prongs on the contacts on the plug, and now everything is lit up and beautiful. So alright, I'm going to go back together with the dash now. Alright guys, let's see what she looks like now that everything's put back together. I really do like it. And put my keys in. I got my upshift arrow green also. I thought I'd just change it just because I could. Everything looks good. Really do like that. And you'll notice my airbag light is on. It went off, but it'll come back on, because I don't have any of my airbags hooked up, and I will be doing that hopefully pretty soon. So anyway, I hope y'all liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button. I thank y'all for coming and watching all these videos. It means a lot to me. And y'all come back next week and I'll see what we got going then. Thanks again.